welcome to the Deep Dive. Today our mission is, well, to unpack a stack of fascinating news sources. We're pulling out the most important nuggets of knowledge, insights from the really fast-moving world of tech and AI. Get ready for a shortcut to being truly well-informed on some of the biggest headlines out there.
Indeed. And we've got a lot to cover. Everything from the next generation of AI models, surprising shifts in major tech companies,
Right.
to even a look at how AI is influencing things like shopping and the pretty complex ethics around content creation. It's really a snapshot of where tech is heading right now.
Okay, let's unpack this then. We should probably kick things off with what looks like a new front-runner in the AI model race. Our sources are giving us some early insights into xAI's Grok 4, and the benchmarks, well, they're pretty eye-opening. It looks like, for the first time, xAI is actually holding the lead among these frontier AI models.
That's big news.
Yeah, it means it's reportedly surpassing, the big players. OpenAI's O3, Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro, Anthropic's Claude 4 Opus, even DeepSeek R1 in these key benchmark tests.
Okay. So performance-wise, they're claiming the top spot. What about accessing it and cost?
Right, so the pricing, Grok 4's reasoning model is set at $3 per $1 million input tokens and $15 per $1 million output tokens.
Okay, tokens being the sort of pieces of words the AI processes.
Exactly. So that pricing is identical to Claude 4 Sonnet. It is, however, a bit more expensive than Gemini 2.5 Pro.
Interesting comparison point.
And availability. You're looking at the xAI API, the Grok chatbot on X, and potentially even Microsoft Azure AI Foundry. Speed-wise, the API serves it up at 75 tokens per second.
Which is decent.
Well, it's slower than OpenAI's O3, but actually faster than Anthropic's Claude 4 Opus thinking, so kind of in the middle there.
Okay.
But here's where it gets really compelling. Elon Musk made this incredibly bold claim. He said Grok 4 is, and I quote, better than PhD level in every subject, no exceptions.
Wow. Okay. That's quite a statement. Better than PhD level.
Right. I mean, that's audacious. How do we even process a claim like that, especially just looking at benchmarks? Is it pure marketing, or is there something more to it?
That's a really crucial question. It forces us to look beyond the numbers. Benchmarks show raw performance, sure, but PhD level in every subject. That's a whole different beast, isn't it?
Completely.
It really highlights this tension between what a model can do and how its creator, well, frames those achievements publicly. What definition of PhD level are they even using?
Good point.
But what's truly fascinating isn't just the performance or the claims, it's the strategy. Just a day after this Grok 4 launch, they announced the Grok AI chatbot is coming to Tesla vehicles, next week at the latest.
Oh, that was fast.
Exactly. So this isn't just about who has the fastest or smartest model in a lab. It's about who can integrate it most aggressively into these huge existing ecosystems. That's a move not many can copy, and it really points towards, deeply embedded AI everywhere.
Yeah, that integration piece is huge. And speaking of big players and the foundations, you can't really talk AI without talking about the hardware, right? NVIDIA, our sources are highlighting their just astronomical rise. NVIDIA actually became the first company ever to hit a $4 trillion market value.
$4 trillion. It's just staggering.
It really is. They even surpassed Apple's previous record of $3.9 trillion briefly, before closing around $3.97 trillion. And this surge, I mean, it's happened over just the last 3 years, directly tied to generative AI. Because NVIDIA builds the chips, they build the backbone.
On picks and shovel.
Exactly. But with that kind of growth, is there a concern maybe that the valuation is getting ahead of itself, or that the market's too reliant on just one company for this crucial infrastructure?
That's definitely a consideration people are talking about. The $4 trillion valuation for a chip company basically says the market believes the safest bet in the AI gold rush is still selling the tools, the hardware.
Yeah.
It suggests demand for that compute power will just keep growing, making the hardware the indispensable piece, no matter which AI model or software wins in the end. And yes, reliance on one supplier has risks, but NVIDIA's dominance, it's really a testament to their foresight in designing these specialized AI chips.
Makes sense.
And what's also interesting, despite all the talk about export controls, NVIDIA is reportedly building a new AI chip specifically for the China market. So their global ambition clearly isn't slowing down.
Always navigating those complexities. Okay, but the race isn't only models and chips. It's also about how we access AI, how we interact with it. And it looks like OpenAI is making moves to control that user experience more directly.
How so?
They're planning to release an AI-powered browser, apparently in the coming weeks, positioning it as a direct challenge to Google Chrome.
A browser. Okay, that's a big step.
Yeah, and supposedly it's designed to keep some user interactions inside ChatGPT instead of just linking out. It might even integrate Operator, their web browser AI agent.
Ah, operator.
The strategic goal seems pretty clear, right?
Okay.
Get direct access to user data, create new kinds of user experiences, maybe disrupt Google's ad model, which relies so heavily on Chrome.
And undermine Google's data advantage.
Precisely. And interestingly, it's apparently built on Google's own open source Chromium.
Oh, the irony. That move into the browser space, plus the news that OpenAI also finalized its, what was it, $6.5 billion acquisition of Jony Ive's hardware startup IO products.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a really fascinating pivot. It's a clear signal that these AI companies, they want the whole stack, from the models right into the UI and even the physical hardware we use. It's about building that seamless end-to-end AI ecosystem.
Total control. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Another big headline. Linda Yaccarino is leaving as CEO of X.
Ah, yes, saw that stepping down.
Yep, after months of, well, uncertainty there, her tenure was definitely eventful. I mean, the company initially struggled with that huge advertiser exodus under Musk.
That was rough.
But there is a positive note. X is actually expected to see ad revenue growth now for the first time since the takeover. And Yaccarino basically said this turnaround made it a good time to leave.
Okay. Timing is everything, I suppose.
But here's a little detail the sources picked up on. Shortly after her announcement, her blue check mark, the paid verification thing on X vanished.
Oh. Really? That's interesting. What do you make of a signal like that in the world of big tech leadership changes? Well, it certainly speaks to the dynamics, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially in companies going through massive public transformations. These little public signals, like a disappearing checkmark, they often tell a story beyond the official press release. They hint at the complex internal relationships, maybe the real terms of departure.
Yeah, the subtext.
Exactly. And while she did leave the ad business in better shape, like you said, it's still not back at 2021 levels. Her leaving could potentially impact X's profitability again, given all the ongoing challenges with moderation and advertiser trust.
True. Lots still to navigate there. Okay, beyond X, other tech giants are making moves too. Apple, for instance, they're reportedly looking to bid on the U.S. rights for Formula One.
F1. Interesting. ESPN's contract is ending next year, right?
That's the one. It just shows how tech companies are hungry for that premium exclusive content to pull users into their ecosystems.
Sports rights are the new battleground.
Seems like it. And on the hardware side for Apple, a major Vision Pro update could be coming, maybe even this year, featuring the M4 chip and a more comfortable strap.
Addressing that early feedback then. Good.
Yeah. Then there's Samsung. Their Galaxy Unpacked 2025 had the Z Fold 7, their thinnest foldable yet, but interestingly, no S Pen support this time.
Oh, dropping the S Pen. That's a significant choice. Maybe prioritizing thinness above all else.
Seems that way. Design compromises, I guess. They also showed the Z Flip 7 and Galaxy Watch 8.
Standard updates there.
And then the war for talent continues. Meta apparently poached Apple's Peng with a pay package over $200 million, mostly in Meta shares tied to performance.
Wow, $200 million. That just shows the fierce competition and the lengths these companies will go to for key people. It's intense.
Absolutely. And just one more quick one. Tesla is apparently days away from violating a Texas law because they missed a deadline for their annual shareholders meeting.
Always something interesting with Tesla's legal side.
Never a dull moment.
So what really stands out from all these moves, for me, is just the relentless competition everywhere. Hardware, software services, content, talent. It's a constant chess match driven by market trends, AI integration, and just fighting for the best people and ideas.
Definitely a dynamic landscape.
Yeah.
Okay, now for something that feels really futuristic but is maybe becoming much more accessible. Hugging Face's new robot, Reachy Mini. It's only $299.
$299 for a robot. Tell me more.
Yeah. Our sources describe it as a desktop robot, designed specifically to make robotics development more accessible. It's got 6 degrees of freedom in its head movement.
So it can look around pretty naturally.
Right. Full body rotation, animated antennas, which sounds fun, a wide-angle camera, multiple mics, a speaker. There's even a wireless version with a Raspberry Pi 5 computer and battery.
Okay. Packed with features for that price. How do you program it?
Python, currently. but they're planning JavaScript and Scratch support too.
Good range.
But the really big deal, Hugging Face plans to release all the hardware designs, the software, the assembly instructions, everything as open source.
Now that's the game changer. Open source hardware at that price point, that truly democratizes robotics. You could see an explosion of innovation from this, taking robotics out of just specialized labs.
Exactly. Lowering that barrier to entry massively.
Huge potential.
And moving from physical robots to digital ones, AI is also transforming coding. Warp's AI coding agent apparently leaped to #1 on something called Terminal Bench.
Terminal Bench, right. It's a benchmark for AI agents operating in the command line.
Gotcha. And this agent has capabilities like handling long-running commands, multi-threading, allowing multiple agents to work together across the whole development cycle.
Yeah, these tools are really evolving fast.
And on a related foundational note, System was highlighted in our sources as a complete, utter, unmitigated success in changing the Linux landscape.
Systemed. Yeah, it replaced the old init scripts, manages how Linux starts up and runs services. It solved a lot of long-standing problems, despite initial controversy. It really shows how fundamental software can evolve successfully.
Right.
Both these examples, Warp and System, they just show how AI and sophisticated software are becoming indispensable co-pilots. Augmenting what developers and sysadmins can do, not just some abstract idea anymore.
Making things genuinely easier or more powerful. But, okay, AI integration isn't all smooth sailing. There are complexities, challenges. Let's look at some key applications, but also some critical concerns.
Absolutely necessary.
So, daily life stuff first. Google's Circle to Search now has an AI mode. It gives you advanced reasoning, follow-up responses from visual searches, all without leaving the app you're in.
That's genuinely useful. Seamless integration.
Definitely a convenience boost. And then there's shopping. Generative AI is apparently set to explode as a shopping assistant, especially during Prime Day sales. Adobe predicts a, get this, 3,200% increase in AI-driven traffic.
3,000%. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of AI shopping, contributing to, what, nearly $24 billion in sales?
Expected, yeah. Shows AI is becoming a massive tool for consumer engagement, for better or worse.
Right.
And Perplexity launched Comet, a research-focused browser using AI to organize knowledge and streamline workflows. So AI is getting embedded everywhere.
It really is. And in healthcare too, right?
Yeah, that's a huge area. Patients and doctors are apparently turning to tools like ChatGPT for medical advice, even diagnoses, though researchers are, quite rightly, racing to figure out how accurate they actually are.
That's crucial work. High stakes there.
Very high. And speaking of high-stakes research, there's mention of a neuroscientist at UCLA, Daniel Talker, on a quest to cure coma, studying the neurobiology of unconsciousness itself. Fascinating, complex work.
Truly frontier science. But alongside that promise,
the challenges.
The
Exactly. And we have to address the really serious ones. On a, frankly, horrifying note, sources indicate AI-generated images of child sexual abuse are flooding the internet. It's threatening to overwhelm law enforcement.
That is deeply disturbing, the scale of it.
It's shocking. A British watchdog found nearly 1,300 such videos just this year so far, compared to only 2 in the first half of 2024.
A massive, terrifying increase. It underscores the urgent need for safeguards and action against the misuse of this tech.
Absolutely urgent. And on a different but related content issue, YouTube is preparing a crackdown on mass-produced repetitive videos.
The AI slop problem.
Right. Growing concern that this low-quality AI-generated stuff is just flooding the platform, hurting credibility. It shows the platforms are struggling to maintain quality as AI creation scales up.
It's a real challenge for them, balancing openness with quality control.
And one last thing, a really surprising vulnerability. Apparently adding totally irrelevant phrases to math problems like, interesting fact, cats sleep most of their life, causes AI reasoning models to get the answer wrong 300% more often.
Wait, really? Just adding fluff makes them fail math.
300% more often than baseline. They call it a query-agnostic phenomenon. It transfers across different models and adds extra computational work, too.
That's bizarre. It shows how brittle these models can still be despite their power. They can be easily distracted or confused by things that seem totally innocuous to us.
Right. It's fascinating and a bit concerning.
What's really striking from all this, though, is just the sheer breadth of AI's impact. Boosting productivity, changing shopping, helping medical research, but also these profound ethical dilemmas and unexpected weaknesses.
It touches everything.
Exactly. And it just highlights this ongoing urgent need for critical thinking, for strong societal frameworks, for proactive policy as these technologies keep maturing and weaving themselves into, well, everything. We need to be mindful of both the incredible promise and the very real perils.
What a deep dive we've had today, seriously. From the absolute cutting edge of AI models and the hardware powering them, through the shifts in big tech, and then right into these, well, surprising, sometimes challenging ways AI is becoming part of our daily lives.
Indeed. The sources really paint a picture of relentless innovation, don't they? But they're also a stark reminder of the new responsibilities that come hand in hand with such powerful tools. It's a landscape that demands constant attention.
So, thinking about all this, what does it mean for you listening? With this rapid pace, this pervasive integration of AI we've just talked about, how do you see yourself navigating this increasingly intelligent world? What's your next step in making sense of it all, or maybe even in helping to shape that future yourself?